Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, All Things Crochet and Knit. My name is Kit and today I will be showing you how to knit. So in today's tutorial, I will show you how to knit every single stitch, every single row, which produces the garter stitch. So this is the garter stitch right here. And you can make a bigger sample swatch if you'd like, but I want you to practice your knitting and just keep practicing until you think you got it down. So I will show you how to knit this up, and for this tutorial I am using this yarn right here. It's Lamia Diamond. It's a low pilling yarn. It is 70% acrylic, 30% microfiber, and it is a medium 4-weight yarn. And the knitting needle that I am using is the Clover Takumi US size 8 or 5mm straight bamboo knitting needle. So go ahead and cast on stitches. For this tutorial I have already casted on a total of 15 stitches. So cast on your stitches and meet me right back here. Once you've casted on your stitches, you're ready to get started. So go ahead, and what I want you to do next is put your needle with your stitches into your non-dominant hand. And in your dominant hand you should have your empty knitting needle. So there should be no stitches on that one. So now what you want to do is just make sure that your tail stays away from you. So keep that towards the back, and then your working yarn should be coming from your ball of yarn. So what you want to do next is go ahead and insert your right hand needle or your empty needle into the first stitch. So you're going to insert it from front to back into that first stitch, just like that. So you're only going to grab the one strand of yarn. You're not going to grab both, just the one. So let's do that again. So what you want to do is insert your needle from front to back, just like so. So again, your needle's in the front and you want to insert it, grab that one strand of yarn to the back. So you should only have the one strand. Now it's a little awkward at first, but try to hold on to both needles. And what you want to do now is wrap your yarn around your right hand needle. And your yarn should be in between your left hand needle and your right hand needle. And what you want to do next is bring your right hand needle down and back to the front behind that first stitch. And then you're going to just push that stitch off your needle, just like so. So there you have knitted one stitch. So let's do that again. So your needle from front to back. So just grab the one strand of yarn, hold on to both needles, which can be a little awkward at first. So you're going to wrap your yarn around your right hand needle and bring it between your right and your left hand needle. And now you're going to push your right hand needle down and to the front behind that stitch, and then just push off that stitch. So there you have knitted 2 stitches. So let's do that again. Needle front to back, wrap your yarn around your needle, your right hand needle, push your right hand needle down and to the front behind that first stitch, and then push off that stitch. So keep going in that manner until you have finished the first row. So I'll do it one more time in slow motion, or a little bit slower so you guys can see. So here is my needle. I'm gonna push it underneath the yarn from front to back. So your right hand needle should be behind your left hand needle, and there should be just the one strand of yarn on your needle. And you're going to wrap the yarn around your right hand needle, and you're going to push your right hand needle down and to the front, and then just push off that stitch on your left hand needle. So I want you to knit all the way down until the very last stitch, and then I will show you how to turn your work. So just take it real slow. Make sure you don't split your yarn. And it takes some time to get used to holding your needles and your yarn. And I am a crocheter, and I usually hold the yarn in my left hand, but with knitting I couldn't get used to it, so I hold the yarn with my right hand. And this is the English style of knitting. If you hold the yarn in your left hand, I believe that's called the continental style of knitting. I just couldn't get used to it, so this is the way I do it. So we are almost to the end. We have one more stitch left. So let's do that again. Insert your yarn from front to back. Just pick up the one strand. Hold onto your needles. Wrap the yarn around your right hand needle. And now you want to push your right hand needle down into the front and push off that stitch. So let me go ahead and straighten out my work. And this is what your first row should look like. It doesn't look like much now, but once you start knitting every single row, you can see that it's going to start looking like the sample swatch that I shown you. So here's that sample swatch. So it's going to start looking like this once you get a few rows complete. So let's go ahead and go to row number 2. And what you want to do next is go ahead and turn your knitting needle and put your needle into your left hand or your non-dominant hand. And grab your other needle in your right hand. So the needle in your right hand should be empty. There should be no stitches on there. And we're going to do the same thing. So what you want to do is push your stitches up towards the tip of your needle. And I like to hold my very first stitch with my index finger so it doesn't slide off my needle. So what we're going to do is go ahead and insert it from front to back, just like so. And wrap the working yarn around your right hand needle. Push it down into the front and push off that stitch. Insert your needle, wrap your yarn around your right hand needle, push down into the front and push off that stitch. And as you're knitting with your left hand, just go ahead and push the stitches up closer to the tip of your needle. So go ahead and continue in that manner, and I'll show you a few more times. So insert your needle from front to back. So you should only have the one loop. Hold on to your knitting needles, wrap your yarn around your right hand needle, and bring your right hand needle down into the front and push off that stitch on your left hand needle. So again, insert your needle from front to back, wrap the yarn around your needle, push your right hand needle down into the front and push off that stitch. So that is called knitting, and then you want to knit every single row and you will produce the garter stitch. So let me go ahead and finish up this row, and I will show you one more time how to turn your work. Here we are at the last stitch. Insert your hook from front to back, wrap your yarn around your right hand needle and push your right hand needle down into the front behind that stitch and push it off. So let me go ahead and straighten out the work. So now you can see that it's starting to look like our sample. So again, you want to put your needle with the stitches into your left hand and straighten out your stitches. And then you want to continue just knitting. So go ahead and grab your right hand needle, which should be empty. Insert your hook or your needle from front to back. Wrap the yarn around your needle and push your right hand needle down into the front and push off that stitch. So go ahead and continue in that manner, and I'm going to work up a few more rows, and I'll meet you right back here to show you what it looks like. So here I have worked up a few more rows, and this is what my sample looks like. And it just looks like the sample in the beginning. So what I want you guys to do now is just keep on practicing knitting every single stitch in every single row to produce the garter stitch. So in my next tutorial, I will show you how to purl, and I will also show you how to knit and purl which produces the stockinette stitch. So I can't wait to show you that. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope I was helpful, and I hope I was clear, and I hope you can understand everything that I was teaching you. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, and if you want to, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next video. So have a great day.